Good evening, everybody. So thank you, Parker, for giving us a demo with C# form. Sorry, the other part was not recorded, and my previous recorder was gone. Okay, I could not save my file. So let us spend a few minutes tonight. Okay, not maybe 30 minutes. This is simple, or like lecture 10 string. Okay. Okay, everybody please give attention for next 30 minutes, then we will finish. We'll wrap up maybe 30 minutes. So string is, in general, a string is a group of characters that in our program we enclosed it within single quote or double quote. Okay, some languages use single quote like Python, and most of the languages use double quote. Okay, so as you do programs, so I think you are familiar with string operation from the very beginning. Okay, so for instance, let us recap our hello world program. So if we do our hello world program, let us hello world 2. String operation. Maybe one. Okay, so here I have a variable. So this is a string. Everybody is familiar with, right? Hello world, this is a string, right? So if we cut it here, and if we say string s equal to hello world, and then if we print s, then we will get our output. Okay, okay, this is our hello world. So this is a string. Okay, so when we can enclose something, so in most languages, in general, a string is a sequence of characters, a group of characters enclosed with double quote. But in object-oriented programming concept, a string is a class, built-in class. What is a class? Is a type, right? A class is a type, right? We know that now. Class is a built-in type. So in most programming languages have this string class built-in. Like Java has string class and C# has string class. In C# you usually write s is in lowercase, but you can write uppercase as well as. Okay, so here print method, it prints the string. Okay, so now but this string has some special characteristics. Okay, since now you are familiar with object oriented programming, now you should be able to understand some special characteristics of string. First special characteristic is called a string is immutable. Immutable means when you create a string object, you cannot change its value. When you assign a string value, when you assign create for instance, what I'm going to tell you, when you create a string object and assign a value for it, for instance here I have my string object s and I have my its value is hello world, right? So there is called immutable, means that you cannot change it. What is that means? The reason is that string class does not contain a mutator method. That is called setter method. It does not call a setter method. Okay. We use setter method to set a value, right? Okay. A string in Java, you can create a string like this way. String is equal to normal way you can create a string. Otherwise, you can create like using a new operator, new string. This you can create a string like this and it will do something. So but previously it was very simple, right? Let us make it double another string. So let me make it give a string 1. This string 1 equal to, so this is string s and s1 are both string. If we display s for s1, we will get same result. Apparently we will see same result, but there is a basic difference between these two. The first one, when we use new operator, it creates a string object. The first one is here is a string object. Okay, and the second one, it is called a string reference. Okay, in our next week we will understand the difference between an object and a reference in clearly. For now, let us understand that. So a string reference is just a representative. There has some limitation. Whenever a representative goes to something, does something on behalf of his director or someone, right? Still the representative may have some limitation, right? Say whenever we have department chair, when department chair is out of town or out of state or country, maybe he appoints someone as a temporary chair, that is called representative, but maybe there are some limitation of that temporary chair, right? He cannot do everything that a chair can do. Okay, we will discuss in detail. So for now, just remember that every time when you create an object, string object, it will take a new place in memory. Okay, but whenever you create another string object, for instance string 2 and string 3, these are string references, and let us call this string 01. So I'm giving different name. Okay, 02 03. So I answer 01 and whatever I say. Apparently this look that is same thing, right? Maybe it looks something, right? I said string s01 equal to new string hello world, string s02 equal to new string hello world, string s03 equal to new string hello world, and string s1 equal to hello world, s2 hello world. So these are string references, okay, and these are string object. The main difference between reference and object, for now remember that whenever we create a string object using the new operator, it creates a new string object, and that takes in its own place in memory. Okay, but whenever we create a string reference, it does not create a new string. It looks for any existing string that whether it has same value. If it finds another existing with its same value, then it just link to that. Okay, let me go to this one. So that means actually whenever we create, I'll discuss that later, but one thing is that whenever we create a string is called immutable. That means whenever you create a string, you cannot change its value. But if we need to change its value, for instance, I say first one I want to make hello, and second one I want to make hello world, and third one I just want to make hello world exclamation. So these are three different strings, right? So then it says actually whenever we create a string, we cannot change its value, but we apparently we need different value. So how can we do that? How that is done? Okay, that is done differently actually. Let me see that slides from over here. We will show that, we will know that how that work. Okay. By the way, C# use both S is in uppercase and lowercase. Okay, by default is C# is lowercase. You are taking C# lab, right? S is in lowercase C#. Okay, let us see this. So since most of the programs work with string operation, every program you will see that there are a lot of string operations, and whenever we work with the database is stored as a string, and whenever we retrieve from database, that is retrieved as a string. Then but if it is an integer value, that is converted to integer. If it is a number value, then it is converted to number. Okay, so what happens that most programming languages, like older programming languages, did not have string class. Like C programming language did not have string class. Okay, so it we used string as a character type array. But modern programming languages have string class built in. So as well as how the string class was built in, most programming languages have is called string pool, string repository in its memory. Okay, that holds all strings. For instance, whenever you say string s1 equal to new string with value a, so then it will create a new object in string pool and with value a. Okay, and attention, give attention please, this is the place that you will understand. And if you say string s2 equal to a, right? So then what will happen here, s2 is not a string object, it is called a string reference. What we will do, so wherever this string value is, it will refer to that string. Wherever if it finds an existing string with that value, it refer to that string. So whenever the first one, whenever we say string s1 equal to new string with s, then it will take a it will create a string in our memory. For instance, this one is a heap, is a temporary memory, part of a memory. Okay, and then whenever you say string s2, then it will just point to that one. Let me go with the next slide. Again, whenever you say s3 equal to same value, then it will also point to that value. It will not create a new string. I will answer to your question. I know what is in your mind. Okay, so here how many we have two objects in memory. Let me see the third one. Okay, so that means whenever you create a new string, every time you create a new string, it will create a new string. Okay, with a new object. But whenever you say you do not use new operator, it will not create a new string. It will first look for an existing string with that name, string of that value. Okay, that value. If it finds that value, then it will use that value. Okay, so now we call string is immutable. That means it cannot be changed. So whenever we say we create a string with a value, that object will be saved over there, that string. And whenever you change that value, for instance, if next line, if I say s1 equal to a plus, then what it will do, it will create another, it will keep a value as is, and it will take another place, and it will use that new place with a plus value. Yeah, now you tell me your question.
If you instead change, so you instantiate the new string object A, S1, which is in the heap but not in the pool. If we then say string S1 equals quote B, end quote, semicolon, what happens to that?
So string s1 equal to string s1 equal to a plus.
Now
You said this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That S1 will then, will that create a new object in the heap? Will it change it to a
Okay, it will just make, it will not create a new object. So this will not create a new object. It will just copy the previous object and just change its value.
So there will be another string object A plus in the heap.
Yes.
Will the original string object A still
Not string object, string reference.
or
Maybe give me some time, please. Let me try to. Maybe I need next lecture when we discuss reference. When you understand reference and object clearly, then you will get clear. Okay. There is a difference between a variable and a reference. If I have time by the end, let me finish it. Then we will discuss. It is confusing. Okay, it is confusing first time, but maybe you do not realize how strings are stored in memory. We do not realize. So this is the confusing stuff. And interview question. They ask some interview question with string reference. Why string is called immutable? What happens if you change value? Okay, so let me. I'm going there. Let me do this. Okay, so before I go there, actually I should start with this one. What happens if I print 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2? What will be my output for this one? Anyone guess?
424.
You see from the back, Kazal? You see from the back? Okay, what will be output for this one?
Like how would we order operator?
Huh?
424.
4 to Jarek, what do you say?
Oh wait, is it 4?
Okay, let me record it down. Okay, someone said 4 to
22.
Yeah, I'm asking Kajol. You see from the back? Okay, what is the result? This one, only this. I did not ask anything else. Forget about this, only this line. Okay, we need to be sure, right? Yeah, give attention, please. Then you will be sure. Okay, so that the characteristics of a string is that when as soon as it gets a string, okay, after that everything becomes string. Okay, so then it will make 2 plus 2 4, right? Then it will print 4 plus 2 as a string. That means 4 and then immediately 2. And these two will not be added. These two are part of, will be concatenated. You understand concatenation? What is the in English? In English, plain English, it's a concatenation. Huh? taking two things together, right? You see that 4222. Okay. So is it a string or a number? 4222. Apparently it looks like an integer number, right? Right? It looks an integer number, right? It seems to be, but not is an integer number. Okay. So it is not an integer number. For instance, how do I know that this is not an integer number? We know that we can if it is an integer number, then we can divide it by 2, right? We can do integer operation, right? So let us try that. If it is an integer number, we can divide it by 2. It will not allow me. It is not an integer number, so we cannot divide a string by 2. Okay, this is not is allowing me. Okay. Okay, but what I can do, it is a string. Remember that I can get length. Okay, the string class has some built-in methods in order to do some basic string operations. One of the methods is called length method. In Java it is length method, and in C# is length is a property. So in C# you have to write in length, L is in uppercase, and property does not have closing parentheses. Okay. So if I run this program, what will be my output?
4.
Yes. It will be 4. Right? Okay, and if I do this, can I use string length?
No, it's not. Yes, you can, but
No.
it'll be equal to 1.
No, I cannot use string length. So this is an integer number.
Dot length on a
Then integer does not have a length method.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. These are the tricky type question for interview, job interview, and some test you will be asked. Yes.
Could you easily convert an int to a string by just adding or concatenating an empty string?
Yes. Yes, if I can add like this, you're asking me this, right?
Yeah.
Then total will be then this is doable. Then this is doable. Okay. Then I can get length. Then what is the length over here?
2,
Because
because it equals 10, where 2 digits, making the string length 2.
okay, that's good. Okay. But if I do this, what will be output? Then our result will be like this, right?
Yeah.
So what will be the length of this? Yes. Yes, result will be 4, right? So this is actually tricky question. You need to practice. You need to practice. You need to spend some time to understand what is happening. Okay. So there are some actually methods, built-in methods. For instance, to find string length, mainly another method is substring or index of. Okay, these are the 3 methods: string, length, substring, index of, string reverse. or 2 uppercase or 2 lowercase. Okay, these are the some built-in methods. Where are those methods? Maybe at the end. Okay, so 2 uppercase. If you want to convert a string to all in uppercase, so you say your string is so good luck, and if you use 2 string to uppercase, then it will convert good luck. So that means this conversion will place in a new place. It will not change the original string value as all in uppercase. Okay, it will temporarily click, will create a new value. That value will be all in uppercase. That is called, actually, that is the effect of immutability of string. You understand your question now? So let us do another most important method is called substring method. Okay, in Java and C#, there is a little bit difference between string substring method. Okay, people, how many people are taking C# lab? Karen, you taking, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, give attention please. So these are the some that are called parse method. Usually we take something whenever we take keyboard, take some input from keyboard, it originally comes as a string, then we convert it integer. Okay, in order to use as an integer, we need to convert it parse integer or something. Okay, or we need to use toString method to convert something into a string. Okay, so in Java has some, this is called wrapper class. Integer I is in uppercase and all spell out integer. The uppercase has some parse method, it's called parse int. So if you have a string, okay, for instance, if we have a string, what is my string? We know that this is a string, right? Now we know that it's a string, right? And if we convert it to a number, for instance, this one. Okay, parse it. Actually, this will be what is that one? It's still showing an error. Let me finish this. So there are some methods to parse a string into a double or a string into an integer. So these are the methods, but what I wanted to discuss you that, okay, substring method. Okay, everybody please give attention. So a string is an array of character. Okay, so then if we declare a string, for instance hello world, how it is stored in memory. So then first character will be H, then E, L, L, O, then comma, and then space will take a character. Okay, and then world, like this way, and then this first character is index is 0. Okay, an array is indexed with 0, most of the languages, right? So here if we say substring, we use substring method. If we say 0 to 5, okay, attention, give attention please, there is a difference in substring method in C# and Java, but there is no difference. Let us first understand what there is no difference if the beginning index start with 0. then it will give you same result for substring method in C++, in Java and C#. Okay, so here it will start from 0 and it will give how many characters? Okay, okay, 0th character. So is anybody here familiar with range method? Range method in Python maybe? Okay, range method in Python, it start with, for instance, you say 1 to 10, then actually it is like this. It is like 1 is included but 10 is excluded. You understand boundary? Boundary, right? So here what is meant by this one? 1 to 10, this means 10 is excluded, right? It is going not 10 exactly 10 but below 10, right? If it is integer value, then 0 to 1 to 9, and then it is decimal value, then 0 to 9.99999 something, but not exactly 10 is included, right? But here for this one, 5 is not included. The 5th index is not included, so it will go 0th index, 1, 2, 3 and 4th index. So then how many characters will be? 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 index, 5 numbers, right? So this will be 0, index is H, then 1, 2, 3, 4. So then it will print only hello. And in this case there is no difference between Java and C#, but there is a difference if the starting index is not 0, then it works different in like in C++ and C# and also C++, same thing, and Java. Okay, so here if we say 7, 12, okay, then it will start from the 7th index. Okay, so it will start in 7th index. Okay, and in C# it will give a different result, and Java it will give a different result. In your test, if you get a question like this, whatever language you understand, you can write. You can write either in C# or in Java. So I'm almost time out, so I like you to give some homework. If you please practice this. Okay, but the remaining part, maybe I have a few more slides, I will discuss the some remaining thing. For instance, especially this one, challenge question. Okay, so what will be your, if my river is Mississippi, what will be result in 1 to 2? Say it's a substring 1 to 2, or if I say substring 2 to river dot length minus 3, and what will happen if I say this? Okay, or what will happen if I say river dot substring 2? In your language, write this program in your language first, then see the output, and then convert this program in another language, second language. Okay, then compare the result to result. Okay. Okay, I want to give you this activity, maybe the remaining part of this course. You see that there will some result in different. Okay, and another program I want to practice, I would like you to practice index of. Okay, index of and character add. Like these are the few methods that please practice it, and you will get some test question. Okay, so we have this also. Okay, we have some examples, and please practice this before you come to your next lecture. Okay, anyone has any question? Okay, thank you and good luck.